You know, what I love about these particular stories is there should be a vision of love. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, we're talking about the mega singing diva that is Mariah Carey, one of the most successful female artists of all time. Incredible when you think. Sold so many records, filled so many stadiums, and yes, really plays up to that diva role. But I like her because she knows exactly what she's doing. You know, I mean, that's a fun thing. I remember sat in a hotel, I'll just share this with you, in Leicester Square in London. She was going across to Capital Radio to do an interview, spotted me in the window, tapped on the window, and then went in. And the guy who was not, you know, a Mariah fan, didn't really know who she was, basically said, "Oh, is it all right if I go and get his autograph?" He thought I was famous. And he had no idea who Mariah Carey was. She was dressed down in jeans and a leather jacket and a hat on. A fun, fun girl. All I could say, a fun, lovely lady. Now, somebody who doesn't think she's fun is one, well, allegedly one-time friend. That is, of course, Meghan Markle. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll have a lovely wave. Have you got a Mariah record? Are you a Mariah fan? I think it's generational, isn't it? As I've often said here on the show, we all go through phases of the people that we like, we don't like, and we move on, you know. And what you bought when you were 10, you might look back when you're 35, 45, but you certainly don't spin them for a few years because you've grown up. Yes, you don't want to dance to pop music, then everything becomes nostalgia. It's a little like a recent concert at Sandringham, which was headed by, of course, the brilliant Mariah, alongside the chic Supremo, get your teeth in for that, of course, Nile Rodgers. Big sellout, big event, and, of course, lots and lots of Mariah fans there. Now, Mariah was interviewed. This is what I love about this stuff. Mariah was interviewed by, media organisations, and basically they asked her, "Had you ever met any royals? What was it like?" You know, all that sort of stuff, you know. And Mariah, a big, big royalist, loves the British royal family, huge fan of the Queen. Yeah, absolutely. Just loved the Queen. She said everything she stood for. And what Mariah really liked was the fact that the media scrutiny, and she said she just looked totally unflappable whenever she was out there. You know, she said it was something that she really admired because obviously she'd had a lot of bad times. But apparently now Markle is very offended. You will remember that Mariah was a guest on the absolute mega flop Spotify thing, Archetypes, right? And then when that went wrong, you see, Mariah, of course, didn't really mention it too much. They asked Mariah if she'd met any royals, and she said, yeah, quite a few. In fact, she said, well, Sarah, Ferguson, the Duchess of York, she's a fan, and she was really cool and enthusiastic. I really liked her. Any others? Yeah, she said she briefly met King Charles, and he was debonair and all that. No mention of Meghan. No. Oh, tricky. And the thing is, people are actually speculating, did she not think to mention Meghan Markle, or in fact recording with her? I've reached out, and what I can tell you is this, that in Mariah's eyes, she's in Sandringham, she's surrounded by all that wonderful royal regalia, she's lost in the moment and just simply forgot. That's the version of events. Others suggest also that Mariah, like so many people now, doesn't or has never really seen Meghan Markle as a royal, just as somebody who was making a podcast who, was married to a royal. So it wasn't exactly a snub, but according to the source, and this is going to be funny if they ever meet up again, isn't it? According to a source, Mariah wasn't snubbing her. She just said, well, no, these are the royals I've met. And I think in many respects, Mariah's spot on. Why would you think of Meghan as a royal? But of course, as I said at the start of the video, the vision of love seems to have turned sour. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.